Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Documenting Android code with javadoc in 2023, a comprehensive guide. Documenting your code is crucial for its maintainability, readability, and usability. Javadoc is the industry standard tool for generating API documentation from Java source code, and it applies directly to Android development. This tutorial will provide a deep dive into using javadoc in Android projects in 2023, covering best practices, conventions, common tags, and example implementations. Why use javadoc for Android development? Clarity and understanding. Javadoc helps developers understand the purpose, usage, and expected behavior of your code. This is especially important when working in teams or when revisiting your code after a period of inactivity. API documentation generation. Javadoc automates the creation of professional-looking API documentation that can be easily published and shared. This is essential for libraries, SDKs, and public-facing APIs. Code maintainability. Well-documented code is easier to maintain and modify. When changes are made, the documentation can be updated to reflect the new behavior. IDE integration. Modern IDEs like Android Studio leverage javadoc comments to provide intelligent code completion, parameter hints, and quick documentation lookups. Collaboration. Standardized documentation facilitates collaboration among developers. Fundamentals of javadoc. Javadoc comments are special comments enclosed within /n/ that the javadoc tool parses to generate documentation. They are placed directly before the declaration of the code element they describe, class, method, field, etc. Basic javadoc syntax. Where to place javadoc comments. Javadoc comments should be placed before classes and interfaces. Describe the purpose, role, and potential usage of the class or interface. Methods. Explain the method's purpose, parameters, return value, exceptions thrown, and any side effects. Fields, variables. Describe the purpose and meaning of the field. Constructors. Explain how to create instances of the class and the meaning of the constructor parameters. Packages. Describe the overall purpose and contents of the package. Javadoc tags, the power of structure. Javadoc tags are special keywords that provide structured information within javadoc comments. They start with the @ symbol. These tags allow you to add metadata and specific details about your code elements. Common javadoc tags and their usage. @author. Specifies the author of the code element. Generally discouraged for version control reasons, use Git or similar for tracking authorship. @version. Specifies the version of the code element. Usually handled by build systems and not directly in code. @param. Describes a method's parameter. It requires the parameter name and a description. *return. Describes the return value of a method. If a method returns void, @return is not used. *throws or @exception. Describes an exception that a method may throw. It requires the exception class and a description of the conditions under which it's thrown. Use @throws. *c*. Creates a link to another related class, method, or URL. This is useful for cross-referencing related documentation. Since * indicates the version of the software in which this code element was introduced. *deprecated. Indicates that a code element is no longer recommended for use and may be removed in a future version. Provide a reason for the deprecation and suggest alternatives if possible. Asterisk at link package.class member label asterisk creates an inline link to another part of the documentation. Package.class member is the fully qualified name of the item you're linking to, and label is the text that will be displayed as the link. This is one of the most powerful javadoc tags. Use at link inside the javadoc comments. Asterisk at code text asterisk displays text in a code font. Useful for including code snippets or keywords in your documentation. This is important for preventing the HTML parser from interpreting your sample code. Asterisk at literal text asterisk displays text literally, without any HTML escaping. This is useful for including HTML tags or special characters in your documentation. Asterisk at inherit doc asterisk inherits documentation from a superclass or interface. This is used when overriding methods and you want to reuse the documentation from the parent class. Best practices for writing effective javadoc asterisk. Asterisk be concise and clear asterisk use clear, concise language that is easy to understand. Avoid jargon and technical terms unless necessary. Asterisk focus on the what and why asterisk explain what the code element does and why it does it. Avoid simply restating the code itself. Asterisk use proper grammar and spelling asterisk pay attention to grammar and spelling. Poorly written documentation can be confusing and unprofessional. Asterisk keep documentation up to date asterisk update the documentation whenever the code changes. Outdated documentation can be misleading and detrimental. Asterisk document public and protected members asterisk document all public and protected members of your classes. Private members are generally not documented, unless they are particularly complex or important. Asterisk use HTML formatting sparingly asterisk while you can use HTML tags in javadoc comments, use them sparingly. Keep the documentation readable and avoid excessive styling. Use at code and at literal when needed. Asterisk provide examples asterisk include code examples to illustrate how to use the code element. This is especially helpful for complex APIs. Example Android code with javadoc asterisk. Generating javadoc documentation in Android Studio asterisk. Android Studio provides a built-in tool for generating javadoc documentation. Here's how to use it. 1. Go to Tools-Generate Javadoc. 2. Configure the options asterisk. Asterisk output directory asterisk choose the directory where you want to save the generated HTML files. A common location is app/build/docs/javadoc. Asterisk scope asterisk select the scope of the documentation to generate, example project, module, package, class. Typically, you'll want to generate documentation for the entire project or module. Asterisk command line arguments asterisk this is where you can specify additional javadoc options. Some useful options include asterisk encoding UTF-8, specifies the character encoding for the source files. This is important if your source files contain non-ASCII characters. Asterisk window title My App API documentation, sets the title of the browser window. Asterisk doctitle My App API, sets the main title of the documentation. Asterisk header My App, sets the header of each page. Asterisk footer copyright, c. 2023 My Company, sets the footer of each page. Asterisk use, includes use pages in the documentation, which show where classes and interfaces are used. Asterisk split index, creates separate index files for classes and methods/fields. This can improve performance for large projects. Asterisk visibility asterisk choose the visibility of the code elements to include in the documentation, example public, protected, package, private. Generally, you'll only want to include public and protected members in your API documentation. Package private members are sometimes included when documenting internal APIs. 3. Click OK to generate * Android Studio will run the javadoc tool and generate the HTML documentation in the specified output directory. Example of command line arguments *. Publishing javadoc documentation *. Once you've generated the javadoc documentation, you can publish it on a web server or share it with other developers. Some popular options include *web server *. Upload the HTML files to a web server. You can then provide a link to the documentation. *GitHub pages *. Host the documentation on GitHub pages. Internal documentation server *. If you're working in a company, you may have an internal documentation server where you can publish the documentation. Handling errors and warnings *. The javadoc tool may generate errors or warnings if it encounters problems in your javadoc comments. Pay attention to these errors and warnings and fix them. Common problems include *missing tags *missing @param, @return, or @throws tags for methods that have parameters, return values, or throw exceptions. Invalid HTML invalid HTML tags in your javadoc comments. Broken links broken links in your @c or @link tags. Kotlin and kdoc. While the focus here is on Java and javadoc, Kotlin has its own documentation tool called kdoc. Kdoc is similar to javadoc, but it's designed specifically for Kotlin code. Many of the same principles and tags apply to kdoc as well. Android projects are increasingly using Kotlin, so be aware of this alternative. Conclusion: writing good javadoc documentation is an essential part of professional Android development. By following the guidelines and best practices outlined in this tutorial, you can create clear, concise, and up-to-date documentation that will make your code easier to understand, maintain, and use. Remember to regularly generate and review your javadoc documentation to ensure that it's accurate and complete. This will save you and your team significant time and effort in the long run.